Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly reading for December. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it does resonate, feel free to leave a comment down below, as well as hit that like and subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. But let's dive right on into it. What's going on with Gemini for December? I'm using some new decks this month, so I'll leave a link for where you can purchase them down below. Let's get into it. What's going on with Gemini in December? Okay. This is you. This is what crosses you, your challenge for December. Your conscious energy, your unconscious energy, your past, your future. Sorry, my dog's got heart problems. Your attitude towards the situation, the energy that surrounds you, you may not be aware of. Your hopes and fears, and the possible outcome of the situation. Okay. Alrighty, so Gemini, for your energy for December, you get Toxic Witches, which is the Devil card in this deck. It says, be cautious of those who take more than they give. The Devil card also represents overindulging in certain areas, maybe being a little too dependent on somebody or something, kind of also focusing on the material aspects of the world. For the challenge, or it crosses you for December, you get to the Eight of Pentacles. So devoting a lot of time and energy into work or honing your craft, possibly focusing too much on material gain from that, instead of actually focusing on if it brings you emotional fulfillment, or peace or spiritual fulfillment, or if it's mentally stimulating you, kind of just focusing on if it's bringing in money. For your conscious energy, you get the Judgment card. So kind of having an awakening of some sort, of what it is that you feel called to do in this life. Kind of an energy of realizing your purpose or trying to find your purpose. For your unconscious energy, you get the High Priestess. So I feel like you very much follow your gut, without maybe even realizing that you're following your gut. You're definitely led by your intuition. It says, when in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. And I feel like you have a very deep connection with your intuition. But we will clarify. For your past, you get the Magician. So manifested something in the past there, or attempted to manifest something in your life. For your future, you get to the Seven of Swords. So some sort of deception. This could be self-deception, or somebody maybe kind of deceiving you, some sort of trickery. This one says, are your actions really as selfless as you think? It's interesting because sometimes we hide things because we think that it's for the best, but we'll clarify. For your attitude towards the situation, you get the Seven of Cups. It's kind of searching for purpose, evaluating all of your options. It seems like you do have a lot of options available to you, and it's kind of tough to decide which ones are really right for you, because some of those options aren't all that great as they may appear to be. For the energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of, you get to the Five of Cups. So some sadness, a feeling of loss, a feeling of grief, This could be you or somebody associated with you that's feeling this. Your hopes and fears, you get to the Five of Pentacles. Kind of, so this can represent financial hardship. This can also represent a feeling of being left out in the cold, a feeling of being abandoned, or a fear of abandonment. Why it's also in your hopes is a little tricky because it's such a, it's almost like maybe you want things to get worse so then they can start to get better. Like you kind of feel like once you hit rock bottom, it's only up from there, which is interesting. For the possible outcome of the situation, you get the Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, it's called the Good Luck Charm. So change, manifesting change, but also kind of realizing that a lot of events or things that happen are out of your control. So kind of, throwing your hands up and letting fate or the wheel take you wherever it may. And if things have been rough, the wheel is always turning. Bad times don't last forever, as well as good times don't last forever either. But let's get into the clarifications. Let's start with the Devil card for your energy for December. Gemini, why is this here for Gemini? For the Devil, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. Again, I feel like there is a lot of focus on material gain, financial stability, wanting financial stability. You may be receiving some financial help from some other people, some friends, family, in order to kind of achieve a goal or dream that you have, that you're putting a lot of effort into. Again, but focus too much on the money aspect and not so much about, how it makes you feel. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles for what's crossing you in December. Okay. For the Eight of Pentacles, you get the Chariot, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Swords. So I feel like this is you kind of being really determined to accomplish something, putting a lot of time and energy into it, and then when you realize that maybe it's not as fruitful as you thought it would be, kind of walking away from it. Which is interesting. Or kind of realizing that this doesn't bring you emotional fulfillment. I feel like there's a lot of conflict within you about what path it is that you want to take, what direction you want to steer this chariot in. It feels like when you start moving in a direction, you quickly, like there's some inner conflict within you that makes you feel like you need to change things up, you need to find something new. Let's clarify the Judgment card for your conscious energy. So for the Judgment card, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy there. Don't know if you have earth in your sign or if you are tied, like associated with an earth sign. Again, very much wanting financial stability, wanting to be able to spoil yourself, but kind of coming to that realization that in order to achieve that financial stability, that security, you're going to have to put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you're going to have to persevere through hard times and be patient and not just switch directions when things get a little tough, a little difficult, or when you think that, or when the rewards aren't as big as you thought they would be. As long as you keep pushing forward, it seems like you will eventually find stability, but you just have to stay on that path. Let's clarify the High Priestess for your unconscious energy. Okay. For the High Priestess, you get the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Six of Cups. Yeah. So although intuition is very good to follow, I feel like sometimes it can lead us astray at times as well. Your intuition may sometimes say, oh, this is boring now, I want to be curious and go find some other thing to learn about or pursue. It's very interesting. Or sometimes maybe even getting caught up in daydreaming or thinking about the past, feeling like there's some answer that you're going to find by reminiscing about the past, being curious about the past, and trying to figure out how you have come to the point of where you are today. But that just leads to a lot of stagnation and not a lot of movement. Let's clarify the Magician for your past energy. What was this that you were trying to manifest? Okay. For the Magician, you get the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the King of Swords. Okay. So in the past, it seems like you thought you were in the right moment, the right headspace to be able to manifest something. Seems like there was some self-deception there. You thought you had a good balance between your head and your heart. You thought you were being very practical with what you were trying to manifest. But it seems like you were kind of lying to yourself in a way, which is interesting. And to manifest, you have to truly believe in what you are manifesting. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords for your future energy. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Gemini in the future energy? For the Seven of Swords, you get the Sun card, Six of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is just a whole lot of self-deception of you thinking happiness is anywhere but where you are right now. When in reality, you have to find the happiness and fulfillment with the present moment, with who you are now. You have to accept who you are now in order to move forward. I feel like you keep walking away from things when they start to, become a little tumultuous or start to show you start struggling a little bit, and then you kind of just throw your hands up and say, well, this sucks, I'm gonna leave. And then you start investing in something else, and then it's just the same cycle over and over again. And the way it's coming across, it's like it's why, because it's in your intuition too, your gut is telling you to do it, so you think it's you're making the right decision, but it's ultimately just leading you down a path that is not helpful. You don't progress in any way. You don't learn anything. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups for your attitude towards a situation. For the Seven of Cups, you get the Judgment card, the Page of Wands, the Star card. Yeah, so again, just kind of searching for purpose. Trying to find something that really makes you passionate and excited, that fills you with inspiration and hope. I feel like that's where your mind is at, or your energy is at in December, kind of just really searching for something to spark, like light a fire under your butt, something that you feel that you can dedicate yourself to in the long run. Let's clarify that Five of Cups for the energy that surrounds you and you may not be aware of. Okay, for the Five of Cups, you get the Hierophant, the Devil, the Queen of Cups. It's interesting. I feel like you're kind of grieving the fact that you are aware that you have to put away these tendencies that you do have to walk away from something when you think when it's not bringing you material pleasure, when you're not getting satisfaction from it, that you may have to conform to society's standards in a way. Go on a more traditional, tried and true path. And doing that, you feel like you are kind of disconnecting from your emotions in a way, which is interesting. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles for your hopes and fears. For the Five of Pentacles, you get the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this is you wanting to finally reveal the truth to yourself and realize what it is that you need to let go of. Although it is going to be difficult, it's kind of like you need to start over with that Page of Pentacles and realize that life is a learning process. There is, no matter what path you take, you're going to come and run into obstacles, and being able to overcome those obstacles and persevere through that is ultimately what you need to do. At the same time, afraid of having to do that. It's interesting because it is going to be difficult at times, it's going to be painful, but just being able to be honest with yourself is a big thing. Being honest with yourself and habits that you may have that have kind of sabotaged you in the past. Let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune for the possible outcome of the situation for December. Okay. For the Wheel of Fortune, you get the Two of Swords, the Moon card, the Justice card. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you are taking a very, very deep look within, doing some introspection, trying to balance some things out, truly balance things out, to where in the past you thought you had balance to where you could manifest something. Now you're kind of being honest with yourself, saying, okay, well, there's not very much balance. My head is over here, my heart's over here, my gut's over here. So kind of just trying to bring all of those things together and figure out what your true vision is and how to actually manifest that in the month of December. But let's get an oracle card for you. Alrighty, let's get a card for Gemini's energy in December, please. What does Gemini need to know? Well, the source of life. Well. Let's read a little bit from here for you. Okay. Wells, in the native traditions of Britain and Ireland, have their roots in the other world. They are gateways between worlds. The water which flows from them offers up otherworldly nourishment, not just physical, but spiritual. Because of that, wells were recognized as sacred, just as they have been by nearly every culture on the planet and throughout every age. These wells and springs, which originated in the other world, would once have been dedicated to sovereignty. Well, I'm not saying that right. The goddess of the land who bestowed the gifts of the other world. The water of the well, then, is the source of life and spiritual wisdom. But the source of life must be cared for, a good well must be tended. If you neglect a well, you're also neglecting the soul of the land. You're neglecting your own soul and what nourishes it. In the spirit of reciprocity, we offer in return our love and our gratitude for all in this world that upholds it. Interesting. Okay. Well, that is all I have for you for the month of December, Gemini. I really hope this helped, and have a wonderful rest of your day.